This is Susan Wilbanks with blendedinsight.com. I am a holistic and integrative healing arts practitioner, an intuitive, and an energy healer. In this podcast, I share tips, tools, and suggestions that have helped me along my path in hopes of inspiring and helping you along yours. Let's get started with today's podcast topic.
Hello, bright soul. Thank you so much for joining me on another podcast. I am coming to you from a beautiful autumn day, and this time of year is one of my favorite times of year simply because milk duds are sold in trick-or-treat size containers. And I know milk duds aren't healthy. I know this. But there's only 4 in a container, so I can eat 4 a day. And it fits in my macros. It doesn't crash my blood sugar. And it's delicious. So shoot me. Guys. I have a little bit of a problem with milk duds. Now, I already know that the boxes they come in are too big. And, I'm from Arkansas. I grew up eating awfully. So the way that I've transformed even the way I eat is a huge success because I didn't grow up eating well. In fact, I grew up when my mother would buy me a Snickers candy bar and give me a Dr. Pepper for breakfast and call it good. So, oh, how far I've come. But I do like milk duds. And when my daughter was trick-or-treating when she was of that age, all of her sweet friends would empty their trick-or-treat bags and give me their little mini milk duds, which became a problem because then I want to eat more than one box. And my thing is 1 box a day of 4 milk duds. So it's perfect portion control. So I'm enjoying that. And I only do it in the month of October. Once the boxes run out, no more because I know it's not good. In any case, let's get on to the topic for today. By the way, are there little mini-sized portions that come out around the holidays or the trick-or-treat time, Halloween time, that you like? I'm just curious because I know we all have different tastes. I mean, candy is candy. It's awful for you. And I know they put all this stuff in it in the U.S. that they don't put in other countries. I know. I've studied it for years and I understand it. What are you going to do? Put some electric violet over it, pray over it, and enjoy it. And that's one of the things that I talked about last week with rituals. If you make a big deal about it, you can actually make it worse for you. I understand being conscious. I'm not talking about that. But every now and again in moderation, I mean, I don't know. I've been doing it, 46 years? I'm still here. So what are you? Anyway, let's move on. So talking about the journey, and I know this is cliche. I know it's cliche. But it's something that I've really been coming back to because oftentimes we can get so fixated on wanting to get somewhere, wanting to get a goal accomplished, wanting to manifest something, bring something forward, that we completely miss the divine timing of everything in our life and appreciating every day that we wake up, that we're breathing, and that we're able to work towards something. Oftentimes, if something isn't happening when you think it should happen, it's because there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Maybe you're not quite ready. Maybe there are other things that need to line up in order for it to happen for you. Maybe you're learning a lot along the way that you wouldn't learn otherwise. Oftentimes, things that are burning inside us, desires that we're striving toward, there's other things to collect along the way that we'll get if we just take a little bit of time, sit in the present moment, and really understand that we're being developed. We can grow through things that we go through. And I know, again, that sounds cliche, but it really is a conscious choice. And it's a mindset shift. And it's a conscious awareness that we can bring into every day to make it so much more meaningful. And I've really been making a point to do this and really relaxing and appreciating all the seasons of my life. Because haven't you ever had a time where you wanted something so bad and you get tunnel vision on it and you're so focused on that you miss things along the way? I've had that. If I'm in a hurry, just for an example, if I'm in a hurry trying to get somewhere and maybe I'm a little bit stressed out because I'm running late, I miss signs. I miss things along the way. I'm not paying attention because I'm tunnel visioned on getting where I need to go. And we all do it in one form or the other. But wouldn't it be lovely if while you're waiting on something to happen, while you're trusting God to bring the things that you're working toward, but without an attachment to the outcome, you can have a desire for something without it getting you, consuming you. There's the difference between attachment and non-attachment is if you're super attached to something, it almost becomes you and controls you. Whereas I would like to have that, but I'm okay if I don't have it. That's a non-attached outcome. This or something better. I trust the divine plan. I know I'm always being guided. I know there are unseen factors that are occurring. And I can't see around all the corners because I'm not God. I'm not the universe. I'm not the creator. I'm just a divine expression in this form that I'm in for this short period of time, experiencing all these things for my soul development. That is the ultimate goal, my soul development. I want to complete my mission and I want to have a little bit of enjoyment while I'm here. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. I mean, the leaves are turning here right now and it's so beautiful. This is one of my favorite times of year because the leaves are so gorgeous and it still gets warm during the day, but the mornings are a little cooler. So I'm still getting a piece of that summer while the leaves are gorgeous this time of year. I cannot stress that enough. It's so beautiful. And even though I know winter is coming and sprinkler systems are getting turned off and I don't have to mow my lawn as well, there's always something that I can sit and appreciate. And I'm really making a point to do that. And knowing that there's always something that you can put your attention on and focus on in every single season of your life. Not just the physical seasons, but while you're working toward anything. Relationships, a work shift, a creative project. Maybe there's something with your health you're working on. Maybe you're transforming in your body. There's all these things, just as an example, to help you to consider how this can apply into your everyday life. And knowing that everything happens in divine timing and we have to be prepared. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine that's been trying to manifest a relationship for a long time. And she was really frustrated. And I was telling her that there's something in this wait time. And is it really a wait time? Not really, because she's dating and she's learning what she likes, what she doesn't like. And all the more will she appreciate that relationship when it is time, when the alignment actually happens. And that's the other thing that I've learned is when you're doing light work, you're used in every single day of your life. You signed up to be a world servant. So the other thing I was reminding her is that you as a light worker, and I know this was my experience in dating, is I'm used to spread light, spread messages, spread hope. So when I'm taken off the market, I'm not being used anymore. I'm being used to actually touch people's lives in everything that I do. And in a dating realm, someone that wouldn't normally maybe listen to me or even be interacting with me will interact with me in a way where they're open because they're attracted to me physically, but they don't realize the spirituality and the spiritual power that comes with that. So I'm able to deliver a message, give them a truth that they wouldn't receive otherwise. And that's true in every walk of life. And I was explaining this to her. You're always being used when you're signing up for this work. And so God's not going to take you off the market when he still wants you to touch the lives of many people. It works like that. And we can't always understand it. And I know it gets frustrating because there's things that we want and the flesh can grow weak. I totally get that. But that's not what we signed up for. And I've noticed that as you surrender and you trust and you center in the present moment and you appreciate where you are right now in this very moment, my body is healthy. I feel strong. Yeah, it's not perfect, but we can always look for ways to really sink into sincere gratitude and recognize how far we've come. And we haven't gotten here by ourselves. It's by God's grace that we're here where we are, that we're able to do the things that we're able to do. And I know things are going to work out exactly as they're supposed to be because they always do. And if I'm making daily conscious contact, that's the other thing. When you have this practice, your inner conviction will always check you before anyone else. So your inner conviction of what's nagging you, what's giving you direction and guidance, if you're following that and you're showing up, it's all going to work out. So that is all I wanted to offer today. We can go into a healing. You can uncross your arms and legs and focus on your breathing. I will turn the healing on. Okay, and so it is. Friends, I hope that helped. And as always, I appreciate you so, so much. And I want to wish you a beautiful week. Take care. Bye-bye.